Welcome to the President's Ball tonight. I really appreciate you coming out. We got some good food. Kenny is here. I was been waiting for you, Kenny. Thank you very much. We've been waiting on Kenny. So we just appreciate you coming out. We got a full menu tonight of food and awards and talks and just a lot of good stuff. We appreciate you coming out early so we can get started on time. Welcome again, and I'd like to invite Brian Knox up here, if you would, please.
Could I ask everyone to stand for the singing of the national anthem? As soon as I get rid of this mozzarella stick. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner it wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. I should eat mozzarella sticks more often.
Okay, let's play ball. Wow, thank you much. That's great. Can you come back next year? Holy moly. Okay, up next, we have one of our most important presentations to give right now. I would say the very most important presentation, and I'd like to invite Kenny Lindsay to present that very special award.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a very special night. A night where one of our own will receive the ultimate honor of being enshrined into the Michigan Auctioneers Association Hall of Fame. Since 1951, thousands of professional auctioneers have taken membership of this beloved association, and only 42 members have achieved the monumentous achievement of being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Tonight's inductee was instrumental to the Michigan Auctioneers Association, instrumental to the fact that he is one of the pillars of this institution and to the auction industry as a whole. He's credited with saving the association with both his financial and advisory roles within the organization. In addition, he was an astute businessman who traveled the United States working with some of the most esteemed auctioneers in the country while successfully guiding his own company for over a half-century. In that time, he is credited with being a part of approximately 4,000 auctions during his remarkable career while being a role model citizen within his community and his family. He was universally known as a man of his word, and with his time, money, and knowledge, he aided the Boy Scouts of America, many churches, private schools, are just to name a few. Tonight's inductee is a man who is credited with one of the pioneers of the Michigan Auctioneers Association, and sadly, he is not physically with us this evening, but I trust that his spirit is. Please put your hands together and welcome our 2023 inductee in the Michigan Auctioneers Hall of Fame, Mr. Ray Tosh. Ray Tosh was born in 1929. He worked on his parents' 2,500-acre farm and became a real estate broker and sold farm and industrial equipment. He graduated from the Reich Auction College in Mason City, Iowa in 1955 and worked under one of the biggest auctioneers in the livestock industry, Mr. C.B. Smith, who is the MAA's first Hall of Fame inductee. He established Ray Tosh and Associates. His son Ron would join him in 1977, along with his son Bobby. Ray was a longtime Capac State Bank board member and a life member of the Michigan Auctioneers Association, the National Auctioneers Association, and enjoyed 58 years as an auctioneer for his company. He worked alongside some of the most recognizable names in the history of the auction profession. Mr. C.B. Smith from Fowlerville, Michigan, Stan Perkins from Schwartz Creek, Michigan, Johnny Stam from Wayland, Michigan, Al Galloway from St. John's, Michigan. Mr. Sam the Hitman Grasso has worked with this man, and he is with us here tonight. Chuck Cumberland out of Chicago, Dennis Cruz from Indiana, Don Shearer from Florida, and many, many more. He kept great company, and many companies respected the great Ray Tosh. He was a mentor to many, including our friend and member, Mr. John Tomasco, who got his start in the auction industry under Ray Tosh. Mr. Tosh passed away in 2014, and to this very day, his legacy lives on through his son Ron and his grandson, who are longtime professional auctioneers who operate Tosh Auction Service in Capac, Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ron Tosh, who is with us tonight with his family to accept this recognition on behalf of his father, the great Ray Tosh. Congratulations. It's down here. We want the entire family, friends, acquaintances, and collectors to please take the stage. I want to know who Mr. Tosh's grandson is, who took over part of the auctioneering duties. Is he here? Are you an auctioneer? Awesome, man. Congratulations. What's your name?
Dylan.
Don? Dylan, good meeting you. Good job, Ron. On behalf of the Michigan Auctioneers Hall of Fame and the association and all your friends and family, and I'm very confident Dad is watching from above. And Mom. We can't forget about Barbara, your mom, his wife. Of how many years? 58 years they were married? A long time. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. God bless you, folks. Thank you. Hey, Ron, you want to say something? You're an auctioneer. Say so. Here, I'll hold that.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to pass it.
It's a great pleasure to be here and be recognized as the family of Ray that's been inducted. I'm Ron Tosh, son. My wife right here, Kim. My son right here, Shane. My daughter, Kelsey. Shane's better half here, Allie. Dylan down here is part of the auction business. His dad, Craig, my brother-in-law, he's a big part of the auction business also. My mother-in-law, Geraldine, down here. Craig's wife, Becky. Kelsey's husband there. And Robert Marshall. And that's pretty much our crew like that. And I just want to thank everybody that's here and like that. That it's a real privilege that this has happened. So thank you.
Ron, God bless you. You have a beautiful family, and we're not going to have everybody take off just yet. We want to get a nice big picture of everybody. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Whew, wow. I've been through a lot of them, and they're special every time, aren't they? Okay. I'd like to invite Jordan and Matthias. They're our 2022 bid calling champion and our ringman champion, Matthias. There he is. Our ringman champion and our bid calling champion, they're going to sell the first person to get some food tonight. So you can pool your money at your table. So they're going to, the high bidder, that table gets to get to eat first. Okay, here we go.
All right, Matthias, get down there a little bit so we're even height. All right, auction's on. What did we go here? Hey, what did we get here? We get 500. Hey, 500 to go. We get 500 down here. We get 500. It's 600 to go. And 500 down here. We get 600 to go. 600, 7. And 700. Now 8. 800 to go. We give 800 down here. 8. Now 9. At $9,000. 8,000 now $1,100 here. We get 1,100. I'm at 1,000 here. Now 1,100 where? 1,000 now 1,100 down here. We get 1,100 to go. We get 11. And 1,000 now 11. Does anyone else want in? I'm at 1,000 here. Now 1,100. At 1,100 to go. If Elmer and his group get up there, there might not be any food left. 1,000. Now 11. 1,100 to go. We get 1,100 down here. We get 1,100. Does anyone else want in? Last call. 1,000 down here. We get 1,100. Sold $1,000. Thank you, Mr. David Helmer. Buyer 378. 378. Thank you. Rick, you are in luck because we have a second one available. You'll take it. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Great job, guys. Rick Montgomery.
All right, very good. I'd like to invite Aaron Peters up, please. Aaron Peters is going to give our blessing tonight. Thank you for coming up, Aaron. I appreciate it.
Let's bow our head in a word of prayer. Dear gracious God, our Father in heaven, we come to Thee just now at this evening hour, wanting to thank Thee and give praise unto Thee, Father. We come unto You with many reasons to be thankful. We thank You for this association, and we thank each and every one for being here and coming and making it what it is and what it has been to us. And just now, Father, we want to remember those whom it's our duty to pray for, the sick, the afflicted, the aged and the bowed down, both in their body and in their mind. Father, You know how to comfort them, and we would just pray a blessing upon them. Father, we pray a blessing on this food. We pray that our association here would be to Thy name's honor and glory. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Okay, thank you very much, Aaron. Okay, it's time to eat. All right, Dave, your table's up first. Dave, let's get up and let's eat. Dave's table's first. Rick, you just get right in behind. If you beat him to the table, so be it. All right. Then after that, it's a total free-for-all. So get in line. Okay, probably. But just get in line when it's ready, so we can keep on schedule. We'd like to do, we're actually ahead of schedule. Very good. As soon as everyone gets their food and sits down, then we'll continue with our schedule and our awards and lots of good fun. Thank you. would you please place your forks on the table and come up on stage so we can get a good picture. Then we can go right back to eating again, all right? Hall of Fame members, please come up. We're ahead of schedule. Let's get a nice picture of all the Hall of Fame members. We'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, folks, we're ready to start our evening. First of all, again, I appreciate you coming here early and being here. Let's give a round of applause for all the people working here at the hotel, serving us the good food, doing such a good job. We appreciate that very much. And I'd like to invite Jordan Miedema, our 2022 president.
Thank you, Noah. All right. This past year has flown by. It's been an honor and privilege serving as your president. And I know I wasn't so sure about running for the board and didn't know what I was signing up for, but I can say that it has been a blessing on the board and as president and working with everyone. I was able to get to know a lot of people that I otherwise might not have. I was able to see firsthand the work that goes into the association, the conference, and the passion that our board of directors, executive director, and our members have. The time on the board helped me give back to the association, but also grow personally and professionally. The MAA is where it is today because of all the people who have, in the past leaders of the association, who have put the time and money into it, and we truly appreciate all of you. Once again, I just want to thank the board of directors for their hard work, and to Tricia for helping me through the past couple years. And I look forward to serving as the chairman next year and continuing to be involved in the MAA in years to come. I know Noah will do a great job, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for our association. So thank you all once again. All right, I get to give out the Garth Wilbur President's Award of Distinction. And there's been a lot of people who have influenced me in my life and who have done a lot for the association. But this year's President's Award of Distinction is being awarded to someone who has been very influential my whole life. He has been involved in the MAA for many years. He is a past president, MAA champion, Hall of Famer, certified Michigan auctioneer. He has taught me the importance of being a member and attending the conferences, taking something back with you and implementing them. I know he got a lot out of this conference when he first started his auction business, their auction business. On a more personal level, he has helped me throughout my life, career, starting at a young age, taking me to horse auctions, and he had me start running clerk sheets at the age of 5. I really loved how he taught me how to have a work ethic by waking me up on Saturdays at 6:30 in the morning between the ages of 16 to 25. Yeah, that's what he said. It's good for you. He encouraged me to go to auction school and had me sell at many live auctions and offered me a lot of advice to help me get better. He's a great businessman and boss who puts his employees first and clients and customers first. He taught me many aspects of the business, from customer service to marketing, salesmanship, and management. But he also taught me that being honest and a Christian is more important than making money. He's not only helped me in business, but also helped me grow as a person. He's very involved in the church, Christian schools, and many other organizations. He's a great role model and Christian example, and someone I look up to and truly aspire to be like. We can always come to him for help and advice in all aspects of life. I don't know where I'd be without him. In fact, some would say I wouldn't be here without him. So this year's Garth Wilbur President's Award of Distinction goes to my dad, Mr. Sid Miedema.
Well, thank you very much. I don't know what to say. You got two blubbering, crying Miedemas up here in front of you. But it's quite an honor, and even more so when your son is the one that gives it to you. So thanks to everybody. Appreciate it.
All right. We're going to try this again this year. We're going to do the passing of the gavel. in front of the stage. So if you can please come up, and all the past presidents who are here, and line up in the order of which you were presidents. Yeah. Passing of the gavel. Past presidents, please come on up. I can, yeah, don't, yep.
Yeah. Go ahead and grab your.
Starting on the left, going down to the right.
All right. For starting from this end, Brent Belcher, Sid Miedema, Bill's not here. Scott Miedema. Quiet, Stoker. Richard Montgomery, Mike Furlow, David Helmer, Art Smith, Tim Narhi, Scott Vanderkolk, Kenny Lindsay, Joe Sherwood, Chuck Rainey, sorry, Joe Sherwood. Sorry, Chuck. They were hugging you, I didn't see you. Brad Stoker. Oh, yeah, Mike Furlow's going to jump in there again, but you stay put for now. And Brad Stoker, you need to be double. I'll start, yeah. Jordan Miedema. And then Mr. Smith at the end. All right, give me a second.
Okay, thank you very much. I'd like to invite Jordan Miedema back up. You got a wonderful plaque here, folks. I'm going to read it to you. Presented to Jordan Miedema in recognition of his dedicated service as 2022 president. Let's give him one good hand. Okay, thank you very much. It's my turn. Folks, again, I appreciate you coming out and being here tonight. I've been involved in the association since I was just a kid, too, very similar to Jordan. It's going to be an honor to represent you for this next year. I'm humbled. It means a lot to me. I'd like to introduce my family who's here. My boys who were here are now gone. My wife, Renee, and my boys, Lincoln, Oliver, and Truman. And my parents, Art and Kim Smith. Thank you for being here tonight. I'll keep it short. Again, I'm just very lucky, just like Jordan, to be our sons, our father's sons. And we are very lucky to have that. My dad, Art Smith, took a chance on himself 40 years ago and took 3 weeks off of work at GM, steady work, to go to Ruppert's auction school for 3 weeks with absolutely nothing. He just had courage, and he did that. And because he did that, I'm able to, for the last 20 years, make a full-time living in the auction business and helping people. And it's because of his courage that I was able to do that and not have a real job, which is good. Because I've been told on several occasions I would make a horrible employee. So that's true. That's very true. Again, I appreciate it. I want to thank the members, but specifically the members that are in this room, because it's the folks that come to the convention. That's what makes our association work. Thank you very much. Okay, we got some very special awards. I believe it would be Kenny Lindsay. Would you like to come up again, please?
Great job, Noah Smith. You did a wonderful job, Jordan. Folks, we have if you hear your name, you need to come up here and receive your little token of appreciation. And this is significant. Folks, when you receive any kind of awards, try to promote it. Get it up on your social media. Get it on your website. That's what these are for. They're for you to promote yourself, to elevate you above whoever you're competing against, right? So all this stuff is important. More importantly, the Michigan Auctioneers Association is just honored to have so many great professionals in this organization. So if we could have our 10-year members that are here make a quick path to the stage. I'm going to name you. Not everybody's here. Some are, some aren't. If you already got one, come on up and get another one. Tricia hates it when I say stuff like that. All right, 10-year members from 2004 to 2013. Ted Ashley, Jill Baker, Gregory Bader, John Beachy, Michael Bleach, Joseph Bauer, Adam Baralt, Cal Casey, Mark Cohen, Peter Garris, Tony Gregory, Jeffrey Haynes, Scott Hankins, Terry Harrison, David Hirschenberger. Did I pronounce that right? I hope so. James Horstensteller, Joel Holzenhauer, there's Holzhausen. Darren Howard, Jonathan Kraft, Michael Kraft, Jimmy Lambert, Jason Lamoureux, Brent Leponzi, Robert McAdams, Jordan Miedema. He's the only one here tonight. John Nari. Hey, Lee, why don't you accept it for John? Bradley Ormsby, William Pace, John Pavlik, John Peck, John Rogers, Wayne Ryan, Daniel J. Satow, Russ Scherer, Chuck Schmidt, Gerald Schmolt, Carlton Mick Smith II, John Stevens, Scott Vanderkolk Sr., Jr., come pick up your pin for your dad. I'm sure he'll be eternally grateful for that. 20-year, well, we probably should get some pictures taken, right, of our 10 years? Scott Vanderkolk, are you in the house? That's a surprise. I didn't know he smoked. If you're up here and got your 10-year, please get up on the stage. We do need photographic evidence. People say they didn't get these. It's like, yeah, you did. Yeah. No, I didn't see it. Oh, yeah, I did see it. I got phoned out of it because I was up here. Congratulations, gentlemen and everybody, and ladies, everybody that has been named and not here, congratulations to them as well. The 20-year members, folks, same program. Jack Amlin, Jerry Ostov, Gary Berry, Nicholas Byer, Kenneth Boshington, Edward Boyer, Edward R. Boyer, Mark Capel, Christopher Creepow, Chuck Kreiderman, Philip Curry, Randy Dickelson, Edward Dunn, Scott Flaska, John Glassman, Romaine Graber, Trudy Grimson. How about Trudy Furlow? How about you stick with that one? Mike, come up here and get Trudy's pin. Yeah. Phil Hahn, Barbara Ann Hampton. She's in the UP. Bruce Hoska, Judy Landino, Mark Lendke, John McConnell, Jim, I'm not even going to try it, Jim Michmerhuizen. For now on, if I can't pronounce your name, I'm just going to go like Jim. How's that? All right, I'm trying. Wow, that was nice. Let's see. We have Brad Newhart, Joseph Parker, Joseph Phillips, Joseph Rivard, Pamela Rose, Beth Rose, Dan Stone, Michael Stroster, Jim Toma. How you say it? He's out here. Ronald R. Tosh. I know he's in the house. Come on up there, Ron. You weren't expecting that. We have Donna Tuttle, Greg Tuttle, John Whalen, Timothy Zanbergen. That, folks, is our 20-year members from 1994 to 2003. If we could give everybody a big round of applause, it'd be great. There he is, the man of the hour. And while they're doing that, folks, we're going to introduce our 30-year members. From 1984 to 1993, Dave Albright, George Badine, Michelle Brewald, James Bessinger, Wayne Blair, Jerry Caldwell, Jerry Cole, Andy Lattimore, Calvin Miracle, Nick Smock, Matthew Thornton, Roger Tiller, Leroy Yoder, Laverne Utzi. 30-year members, folks. Big round of applause would be great. I think it's great that the MAA is recognizing through the special recognition those who've reached such an important longevity, a milestone with their membership in the association. That was all our 30-year members. Our 30-year members, come on up, folks. So we have 3 more categories to go through, which is pretty cool when you start getting into some of these names. The list does get shorter the longer we go. I don't know why that is, but it does. It gets a little concerning after 30, you know. Yeah. I can't imagine that. You get older, you get shorter. It's like, really? You make an exception? Ladies and gentlemen, your 40-year members, 1974 to 1983. Gwen Besner, Daniel Burns, Rod Butler, Dan Colville, Doyle Dingman, David Goodrich, Brian Hasty, Bill Ringel, the legendary Art Smith. Big round of applause, folks. Come on up, folks. Art, you are representing a lot of 40-year members. Art? No way. You ready, folks? 50-year members. 1964 to 1973. Herb Albright, Leon Casey, Jerry Helmer, Rollo Jaquette, Sid Michael, Steve Stanton. Big round of applause. We have a lot of them here tonight.
Oh, I thought you were standing in a hole.
You know what I'm going to find most memorable about this convention is a lot of things, but this has got to be a convention where I've received more short jokes in history. All right, folks. This is going to take a minute. This is going to take a minute. 65 years membership before 1959. You'd be surprised how many names are on this. Lee Smittendorf. And that's it. Lee Smittendorf. And God rest his soul, Mr. Brody passed away a couple of years back there, but he held that reign for quite a long time as our eldest member. And then I think prior to that was Garth Wilbur. So, and we had Barney. He was a treasure as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your membership of this awesome organization, the Michigan Auctioneers Association. I can tell you, around the country, a lot of these associations are envious of what we have going on. Embrace that. Work with one another. Work hard. God bless you, and have a great night. I'm back. This is actually a pretty cool deal. So we got 3 of these to hand out. This is the Certified Michigan Auctioneers. We have 3 to bring in today, this evening, whatever time it is. And I want to bring up to the stage Mr. Jordan Miedema. Jordan Miedema. And our next is Mr. Bradley Stoker. And our next is Jason Clark. Congratulations, guys. I'm going to have you present them. Jason's the first one, second one is Stoker. Folks, a lot of you know who qualifies for that. Come on board. Get on there. Get it filled out. Let's get her done. It's a pretty steady stream, so this program has been very, very successful, and we encourage everybody to take their career to that level. So. Congratulations, guys. Welcome aboard.
Okay, very nice. Check the schedule here. Ooh. Okay, we have a very special award tonight. I'd like Lori Egan to come to the stage, please. Give her a round of applause, folks. Hi, dear. Nice to see you. Yeah, come on over. Here's our wonderful award we have for you, dear. I'm going to read it. It says, presented to Lori Egan in recognition of 30 years of friendship and service to the auction industry. It's so nice that you started coming here at the age of 12. We appreciate that very much. Thank you so much, Lori. It's always a pleasure seeing you here, dear. Very nice. Up next, we'd like to have our NAA representative, Mike Fisher, NAA director, to come up. He has some wonderful things to talk about. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Hey, what a great show. I'd like to give, again, a round of applause to everybody that's been responsible for putting this on, because I speak at state conventions all over the United States, and this is a really, really good show and a really good turnout. Well, first, I just want to introduce myself. Many of y'all will see me again tomorrow since I'm teaching 2 classes. But I'm Mike Fisher out of Gadsden, Alabama, and I'm the NAA representative that's going to talk to you a little bit tonight about the NAA. I'm currently serve on the board, past chair of the EI trustees and past chair of CAI committee. So how many people in here are NAA members? Okay, so when I get through with my little 5-minute pitch, we're going to ask everybody that's not in the NAA, we're going to pass a hat around. I want you to drop a business card in it, and we're going to draw out for a free NAA membership, okay? So let me tell you a little bit about the NAA for those of you that do not know. The NAA is really, it's organized into 4 cornerstones. Each one of these cornerstones has their own standing committee, so there's advocacy, promotions, community, and education. And each one of them are responsible for things that the NAA do. Each year, through strategic planning and budgeting process, we take on a few new initiatives. Most are overseen by our Cornerstone Committee, and I'm excited to tell you about just a few of the initiatives the NAA has taken on this year. We'll be identifying and working with a production company to take IAC Live from being a fantastic webcast to something bigger with higher visibility outside of the auction industry. If you were at the conference and show this past year, you probably noticed that there was a production crew at the back table working that production. They were from Netflix. So we're expecting some really big things out of the production of IAC Live. Membership has been a focus for us and Aaron Insminger, NAA's new CEO. We've added a seasoned association professional, Janice Martin. We have a head of membership now. She's doing some wonderful things. We are refreshing the website, which has been a pain to work through for a long time. It's getting a completely new look. We're also working now. If you watch the president's messages that he sends out, you've heard talk about us using the buying power of NAA members to find an association health plan. We're working on that now. So we're working on a health plan for NAA, so as members of the NAA, you'll be able to participate in that. I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but I will tell you this. We've got a real big initiative that the Education Institute is working on right now that's going to involve training for support staff and engaging new people in the auction industry when they graduate from auctioneer school. So it's a very big initiative, and it's going to be very powerful for all of our members and for new people coming into the industry. Also, you need to check out if you haven't caught our podcast, we have the Auction Advocate. You're missing out. The last 2 episodes are ones that are getting recognition. We're talking supply chain issues and how they're affecting the auction industry with Mannheim and Ritchie Brothers. So we also have a blog out. So for those of you that keep up with the NAA, we're doing a lot of great things. Designation Academy will be coming up. We just had it in December. We got CAI coming up in March, and we have CAI next. So how many people here are CAI? How many are you going to CAI next? It's going to be great. I'm co-chairing the CAI Next committee. So in those 2 days, we're going to have roughly 30 speakers present in 2 days. So a lot of great content. So if you're CAI, I urge you to go. If you're not CAI, you need to be there for the complete week. Absolutely. So what I would like to do is also tell everybody that did not know, Brad is actually the Class 1 advisor this year. So if you come to CAI this year, Brad is going to be your advisor for 3 years. So absolutely. Brad was actually the recruiter last year. So we're looking for some really, really good things CAI this year. All right. So what I'm going to do real quick, let's pass this hat around. So if you're not an NAA member, get your business card out. We're going to pass this hat around. Hold your business card in the air. If you're not an NAA member, hold your business card up in the air. Brad's going to come by, grab your business card, and we're going to draw out for an NAA membership. while he's taking up, make sure you get your business card in the air so he can see it. But I will tell you also the NAA work. They actually wrote an America's brief on this Wayfair versus South Dakota tax issues. So we were very heavy in trying to lobby against that. This past year, I actually there was, I don't know, 12 or 15 auctioneers went to Washington, D.C. for the NAA's Day on the Hill. And, there was a third-party payer tax law that was initiated this past year. So like Venmo and PayPal and these type of things, if you paid somebody more than $600, you had to report that. Well, it was we could not get an answer from the IRS if that actually applied to an auctioneer. If somebody consigns goods to you and you sell them for them and you pay them over $600, you have to report that to IRS. So we could not get an answer from the IRS. We couldn't get an answer from the federal government. But while we were there at Day on the Hill, Lance and Terry Walker got with their congressman in Tennessee, and he said he would 100% get us an answer. Within 3 weeks, we got a letter from the IRS and said this does not affect auctioneers, does not affect the auction industry, and that's big. I mean, that's really, really, really big. So, so there's a lot of good people putting in a lot of good work on the behalf of the industry. All right, so hey, we got all the business cards in the hat.
Give me spouses too.
All right, here we go. We're going to draw. Tricia, you want to draw out this card? All right, so whoever we draw out is going to get a 1-year membership to the NAA.
They put one in for each of them, so pick one.
Let's say, okay, so I'm going to the top one.
It's a coin flip. Maureen or Craig? Maureen, we like you better.
All right, so Maureen Miller, you're going to get the application. So I can tell you this. I have been a member of the NAA. I've been in the auction. I started my company in 2001, so I've been a member of the NAA since 2001. And I'm a CAI graduate. I'm a product of what the NAA does, and that is education, networking. That's why I'm here. I mean, that's why I got invited to come speak, is because of the networking association that you just can't. It's like why you're here in this room. This is the reason why you're here tonight, is because of networking, friendships, building relationships, some education, CEs, but mainly you're here because of the network and the friendship. And that's what the NAA is about on a national level. So if you are not a member, I urge you to become a member, because I can tell you there's people sitting in here that I know personally, just like me. The NAA has made a huge impact on their life. Absolutely. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Brad has graciously said he's going to sponsor the next person we draw out of the hat. So right now, if you would be a first-time member, it's $250, and you get education vouchers. You get the whole deal. So it's $250, and Brad has just sponsored Tim Toby. Tim Toby. Let's give Brad a round of applause for the sponsorship. So if the NAA has made an impact on your life and your career, and you would like to sponsor somebody else, put your hand in the air, and we'll draw out another card. So Sid Miedema is going to sponsor. Okay, we're going to redraw.
Must be an attractive business card.
John Michael. Fantastic. Thanks, Sid. I really appreciate that. All right. Would anybody else like to sponsor a member to the NAA? Anybody else here? I'm not going to beg you. I'm just going to give you one last try. One last try to change somebody's life like the NAA may have changed yours. Anybody else? Mr. Belcher in the back. Thank you very much, Mr. Belcher. Dan Gross.
It's actually his wife. He is a member, so we're adding his wife.
All right, so I'll get her. All right. Anyone else like to sponsor a member? We got a few names left in the hat.
A lot of cards left there.
A lot of cards. Anybody else? There you go, Sam. All right, so Sam is now going to sponsor.
It's a short list, isn't it?
Jeffrey Haynes.
Jeffrey Haynes.
Jeffrey! You like him.
Anybody else? $250 sponsorship to change somebody's life. Anybody else? Last call. All right. If you were one of the people that have either won or have been graciously sponsored, let's give these 4 people that sponsored Mr. Belcher, Sid, Sam, and Brad. Let's give them a big round of applause for stepping up tonight. All right, if you were one of the 4 people that got a membership, we're going to put these applications probably over at that table to let them fill out, and then we'll get you everybody entered in where they're supposed to be. All right, I guess the next thing we need to do is the swearing in of the new board. Yeah, need to get all the board members. Congratulations to all of you. It is my pleasure and privilege to officially install you as the officers and directors of the Michigan Auctioneers Association. I congratulate you on the opportunity which has been given to you to serve your organization. I know that you will be faithful in the performance of your duties, looking always to the interest and welfare of the Michigan Auctioneers Association as a whole. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm that you will faithfully execute the office to which you have been elected conforming to the Articles of Incorporation, bylaws, and Code of Ethics of the Michigan Auctioneers Association? May I extend my personal congratulations to each one of you, ladies and gentlemen, and may I present to you the officers and directors of the Michigan Auctioneers Association.
Congratulations. Yep. Chairman of the board. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Next, I'd like to invite up Jordan Miedema for the recognition of the retiring 2022 board members. Jordan Miedema. All right.
All right. These guys worked really hard this past year on the board, and we appreciate all the hard work that they have given. So, Matthias, why don't you come on up here? Your time on the board is done, but it's really just beginning. So, presented to Matthias today in his recognition for his exemplary service as director for the term 2019 to 2023. All right, and this one is presented to Tim Toby. Even though he re-signed up, we appreciate the hard work you put in this year, Tim. Thank you, guys. And last but not least, Mr. Brad Stoker for all the work he put in as president and on the board and as chairman this past year. We appreciate everything you've done for this association.
Okay, thank you, Jordan. All right, up next, we have scholarship awards with Sid Michael.
Before I ask Trish's permission to announce the winner, Noah, you're going to make a great president. I came up here to get my pen. You shook my hand, took my picture. You kept my pen. Okay. All right, a true auctioneer. Hey, we had 4 of the members apply for this scholarship, and all of the people that were in it, really good reading, and the winner kind of went a little overboard because I started reading it and I missed the first half of the Michigan State game. So he does know how to type, I'll say that. Brad Stoker. And this is given in memory of Lloyd Braun.
Okay, thank you, Sid. Sid's always got a good joke. I'll give him that. Okay, up next, what do we got here? Okay. Since we already recognized all the convention sponsors, we'd like to have everyone that sponsored the convention stand up, please. Please stand up. Give them a big round of applause. Thank you. Because we had the luncheon, we talked to, but I'm telling you, I've seen what we're doing and what it takes. It's the sponsorship that make our convention work. Thank you so much. One more time. Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate our sponsors. Our convention would not work, literally, without our sponsors. We appreciate it very much. Okay, up next we have Lene Osborne, who's been working all day yesterday and all day today with all our marketing goodies. Come on up, dear.
Well, thank you guys. You guys did an awesome job with your entries because you kept me out of some of the educational seminars. So we're going to have to work on that next year. Going to have to figure out some way how I can be a little bit more involved in the seminars and do the marketing. But there are 35 opportunities for you guys to be involved in receiving a marketing award. So make sure you're looking at the application for next year and saving those items to put in. It's a $5 entry fee. We hang them out there on the prestigious wall, and it's really a good chance for some of the new auctioneers coming or a veteran to see what other people are doing and get some ideas. So it's all about sharing here, right? So love to see some more entries next year, and maybe we need 2 walls next year. So with that, we are going to do some presentation of the award. We're going to do them by company, so you don't have to keep running up and back and forth. We put a PowerPoint together. It does show the winners with that. So as you're being called, come on up, and Matthias is going to help hand out the awards. First up, we have Art Smith Auctioneers. They received an award for Warner two-color agricultural construction machinery, for company image wear, for photo from behind the auctioneer, and for a vintage auction item submittal. So they're taking home 4 awards. And make sure you use these opportunities of what you're winning on your Facebook business page, on your website, that you are an award-winning auctioneer. Good job, guys. Next up, we have Braun and Helmer. They have several here. Unfortunately, we do have to apologize. There is 1 award missing that did not get sent from the manufacturer, but we will get that to you. They have one for 1 or 2 color business and industrial assets, specialty auction, real estate multicolor, and this is the one that's missing, your photo for auction location, 1 or 2 color antiques or estate auction, a multicolor business and industrial assets, and 1 or 2 color real estate, along with Brian receiving auction networking picture or submittal. Thank you, guys. A lot of great hard work. Next up, we have Coughlin Estate Sales and Auction House. They're receiving awards for their submittals for multi-antiques and estates, digital promotion, and customer testimonial. Nice job. Next, we have Dan Humphrey from Dan's Auction Service, receiving honors for Vintage Auction Flyer. And again, these items will be left up throughout probably the lunch hour tomorrow, so make sure you check all of them, all of the winners and all the submittals, because they're all really awesome. But the vintage items are really especially cool. There's a lot of history there. Kenny brought a bunch. Dan has a bunch from his father. So it was really cool to see all that information. Me too. Thanks for bringing all those, Dan. Those were awesome to see. Next up, we have Epic Auctions and Estate Sales for business promotion signage. For submittal for auction photo, we have Greg Holliday. Nice job, Greg. Next up, we have Merit Auction Service. Timmer Doug. They are being recognized for their submittal for company vehicle or trailer insignia and photo of staff. And again, double check the pictures because some of them out there, even if you weren't a winner, they are either cute or hysterical, and you can just really see the auction vibe going on in a lot of those pictures. Thanks, guys. All right, next we have Meet My Asset Management Group for printed news coverage from a professional news service and social media award. Okay, Sheridan Realty and Auction Company. They won for multi-agricultural machinery, multi-construction equipment, and business stationery. Anybody from Sheridan? Give them a round of applause. Their items will be left up there for tomorrow, and you can view that. And lastly, you've probably already seen it on the screen, but we are going to bring up Kenny Lindsay again from American Eagle Auction Company. He is being recognized for Auction Marketing Campaign of the Year. Woohoo! For vintage auction photo, the photo from previous MAA convention, a sideshow, and again, the sideshow ones are great. And his sideshow one, we can all say we have those customers. For website and for a news release. Great job, Kenny. And that completes the 2023 Marketing Awards. We'll look forward to seeing your submittals from next year.
Thank you, Lene, for all your work. Congratulations to all the sponsors. And that, folks, concludes our banquet tonight. And we're ahead of schedule. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. But we do have some other stuff going on. A couple housekeeping things. Right after this, there's a party going on and karaoke at Bennigan's, and it's hosted by GoToAuction.com. And Brian will be there. Kenny will also be there, but that's okay. Kenny's a singer. Just give him a few drinks. It'll be good. Yeah. So it's going to have a good time over there. So obviously go over there. At Bennigan's, they're going to have a good time with karaoke. Tomorrow, first thing in the morning, we got breakfast right here with the exhibitors. They're going to be here. Get here early so get to have plenty because it's all you can eat. So 8 o'clock right here open for exhibitors. And then 9 o'clock is our first speaker, Mike Fisher from the NAA. He's got several good talks. And then we have a board meeting at... Right. Board members, you know what to do already, 7:45 or earlier. We'll have breakfast there at the boardroom where we always go to. Folks, thank you so much for coming out. What a great evening. It's been my honor. We'll see you tomorrow morning.